What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some soft cell, and we're taking a brief one-off diversion from the Cruelty Without Beauty album 2002 because I recently reacted to the music video for Torch over on my Patreon, so I think it's past the embargoed period, meaning it's now publicly available, so any of you can go check it out. And thank you to Kim, who not only provided great insight about everything soft cell like she always does, but who mentioned that there is a 12-inch mix of Torch, a standalone single from '82, in the 12-inch mix's 3-disc compilation that she made available. It's on disc 2, so that's what we're here to do. We're here to enjoy an extended 12-inch mix of the already fantastic song Torch. And indeed, I didn't know that phrase Torch Singer when I reacted to the normal version of the song, or the single version of the song, so I've since gotten a sense of what that is. And indeed, I believe Kim mentioned in her comment back then that it's about sitting in a bar or some venue where a Torch singer is performing and being moved by her singing and longing for a connection in the same way that the Torch song, which I now understand to be related to the idea of holding a torch or keeping a torch alive, where you have affection and desire for someone, but it's not being fulfilled or satiated, so you're keeping that torch alive even as you're not getting the reciprocation. So yes, that certainly comes across in the video, which I always enjoy. Again, I love Marc and Dave's work, and I've come to a much more enhanced understanding of it, meaning soft cell, again, it's a group I knew going back to the 80s, but only through a couple hits, and now for the last 2.5, 3 years going through their material, I've learned so much more, again, through Kim, but also Marc and others have commented. And indeed, one of the other details about the normal version of this song that I mistook or didn't hear correctly, when I listened to the regular version of the tune, I thought it was a saxophone, this really swanky brass, but my understanding is that it's a flugelhorn, is that right? So yeah, that is not an instrument that I knew by name, so that was also eye-opening. In any case, I imagine this is going to be a longer and more immersive experience. Kim did mention that we're going to hear more from Cindy Ecstasy, who I remember she said basically Marc and Dave refer to her as their drug dealer, so I'm amused by that. But yeah, she has a very stunning appearance in the music video, so I'm looking forward to more from her. Let's give it a listen. This is the 12-inch mix of Torch, a song from 1982, though a non-album track by Soft Cell, and it's the 12-inch mix included on the 3-disc 12-inch mixes compilation.
I'm lost again and I'm on the run, looking for love in a sad song. With your Avenger eyes and your cat-like ways, I can hold you. You are a fool for me to be cruel. I'm leaning on this bar, listening to you sing, and your sad song rings in my ears and I start to cry. He's searching, she's showing, see him held in a deep, deep spell. He knows she's glowing. I can find within my mind a way to go. I can look deep into your light and shout, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. I hear the saxophone and it tears my soul, and we're feeling old, feeling so cold. She is the torch and she is the theme. She could be a dream, but oh boy, is she real. Try to avoid her eyes, to avoid her
me, then you know you're in trouble.
I wanted to grab you and kiss you, but I thought you'd hit me.
Too right, baby.
But those words just kept calling,
How do you take a great song and make it even more awesome? Well, extend it, add some flourish and some flair, add some comedic spoken dialogue, give me a lot more flugelhorn, give me some interlude sections with really dynamic sonics, and just give me more of Marc and Dave. And that was incredible. Like, I feel emotional after hearing that. That's incredible. And in fact, I was thinking about that. Like, I remember Kim commenting that, it's Marc who's actually the torch singer on this song, but not only is it the, reality within the reality of the narrative of the song, not only is it the dialogue that we heard where they both are saying that, the song is telling their life story. The song she was singing, well, that's my life story. And he's saying, oh, when you sung that, it's like you were singing my own story. I often talk about how lyrics are a dialogue between artist and listener, because, of course, even if the meaning of the particular lines is clear, and even if there's a specific source of those lines in the artist's life, the listener filters that through their own experiences, their own life history, their own emotional state, and thus they take on connotations that are not denoted by the words as they came from the artist. And here, I think there's that emotional exchange in the same respect, where like the song is literally highlighting the way that the torch singer in this club was singing a song that is reflective of her own experiences, and yet it's hitting the listener who's longing for some love, who's, you know, feeling like the subject of a torch song, in that they're looking for a connection, they're finding themselves entranced by this singer, and it's like the words she's singing are exactly what he's been feeling, his life story up until this point. So it's like not just the words themselves, it's like the emotion comes from both sides, like the emotion of the singer and the artist and the emotion of the listener. And literally this song has very amusing dialogue that explores that, and I love that exchange where it's like, oh, you know, I'd had quite a few drinks when I was singing. It's like, you know, and I wasn't wearing makeup and so on. It's like, oh, well, you looked stylish, you look great. And, you know, I was a bit drunk. And she's like, oh, you know, you were keeping yourself together well. And he's like, oh, I was so taken by it. I just wanted to grab you and kiss you, but I thought you might hit me. Pause. Too right. I probably would have done that. So it's comedic, even as it's really driving home the feeling and essence of the lyrics. And yes, just great production. The flugelhorn seemed to really go beyond what it did in the single version of the track, which again, in an extended mix, a 12-inch mix, you're going to get some instrumental interludes or some sonic flourishing that isn't on the single version, which, you know, whether it's an album track or in this case not an album track, of course, you know, it's going to go through things a bit more concisely in the single version, but here it just gets to air it out and to explore the sonics, the vocals, and the lyrics at greater length. And for a song like this, I think, you know, it does it justice by taking its time with this tune. So yes, absolutely love this. Way better than an already fantastic song. So once again, shout out to Kim for sharing so much soft sell as well as all the insight, and shout out to the others who've been commenting along the way. And yes, if you're interested to see me react to the music video for this, or for the regular version of the tune, it is available over on my Patreon. Because again, I think it's been 10 days. Yeah, it's been, I think, a couple weeks since I did it. Nevertheless, I absolutely love this. Let me know what you think of it. And as I said, we will now return to Cruelty Without Beauty for the next soft sell reaction. I will see you then. Peace.